All right, motivation versus practical application in marketing. What is this? Do you really need motivation? Do you really need that? Do you need to try to motivate people? I think people are going to do what they want to do when they want to do it, right? But what most people really want is, what can I do right now to start making more money? What could I do right now to start increasing my income? What could I do right now to start making an impact? What could I do right now? That's what people want to know. And I love motivation as much as anybody else, but I think at one point you have to do something. You can't just be motivate. Yes, this feels good, this feels good, this feels good. You gotta do something, and you need some tools on how to do that. It's like, I'll show you, my buddy Jerry, he's like, yeah, well, people show you how to do passive income, but they don't show you the beginning steps. It's the same thing with marketing and advertising, right? Do you want to promote motivation, or do you want practical application? I'm a practical guy. I want immediate action right now. That's what we're going to talk about in this video, all right? So do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll get into today's topic, motivation versus practical application. All right, so what am I really talking about here? So in the world of motivation, it's all good stuff, and we're all trying to really help people. But what I want to know is, what could I do today from a marketing standpoint that's going to get me to where I need to go? Now, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and yes, I agree with him. You know, Google is the spot. Google is the place. It's the place where people go to find out information. And don't discount Google. Don't discount YouTube. It's a very, very good platform. But realistically, what we're really talking about here is, at what point does your brand not really require you to be motivating, right? So some people will just do motivation for the sake of motivation. Some people will promote things that other people have said just to promote their brand, which is incorrect. And if you've watched any of my other content, you know that I'm not really big into that, right? So what I'm really big into is the idea of, what could I do right now? What can you give me right now? What's different about you right now that I would want to listen to? Now, I don't agree with the camp that, oh, well, somebody doesn't go to social media to find out information. I think people do go to social media to find out information. And depending on the mood that the individual is in, they'll make a decision and they'll say, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I want to listen to what this guy has to say. Oh yeah, I want to listen to what this industry is. I want to listen to something different that I haven't heard of before. How do you know when that happens? You really don't, organically speaking. But what we're talking about here is when you have to do it in a way. You have to keep creating that content, because let's just take a hypothetical example. I could motivate you, and I could do that, and I could motivate you, and that's cool. I don't really want to be a motivational speaker. I just want to help you make money, okay? I want to help you build a brand. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. There's too many of those already. I need people that have a product or service or a business that can exchange with somebody else right now for money for a good product and service. And my job is to help you promote that out into the marketplace. So let's take a hypothetical situation where, you know, you promote today. What was an example I was talking about? I was talking about life insurance policies and the infinite banking concept. That's a product that we market. So one person may be really well versed in financial training, financial understanding, financial investments, and he may be able, or she may be able to understand exactly what it is that you're talking about, versus someone who maybe just came into a lot of money, owns their own business, and then all of a sudden, now they're looking at ways, and this person comes out and they start, you know, really coming in at a high level of financial advice. The guy that's brand new, who's making millions of dollars, is not going to be able to listen to you, is not going to be able to partake in what it is that you're offering. So how do you reach that guy? Okay, motivation could come into play, but you need to dissect every angle of your offering, dissect every angle of what it is that you have, so that people become more aware that you exist over time. It's persistence. Another piece of content, another piece of content, another piece of content. Okay, another piece of content. It may be annoying. It may feel annoying. It may feel like, dude, I just do this forever. But that's not the game we're playing. We are playing the long game. So you have to be willing to continue through and keep creating that content and keep building that communication out there. It's not about motivation. It's about, what could I do right now? As I said, I don't want to be a motivational speaker. I could motivate you. I could tell you to get off your you-know-what and start making content, stop making excuses, and just start creating, right? What? Pointing to the car. I mean, I could talk about the car, whatever. That, you know how much work it takes to get a car like that? It takes a lot of work, but that's not the point. I love that car. That's like the only thing I spend money on. Everything else goes back into the business. Everything else goes back into my personal development. Everything else goes back into that. And then I make content with it. Okay, cool, great, awesome. But I don't use that as my primary message. I very rarely use this thing as a primary message. I'm not trying to motivate you with the car. I work really hard for that car. Motivate myself. When I'm having a rough day or it's a tough day and I don't feel like promoting or marketing and I go out for a ride in that, I'm like, okay, that was worth it. That really makes a difference for me. So what am I really talking about here? All I'm simply talking about is it's not about the motivation. It's not about you doing the rah-rah and pumping people up and firing people up. I think there's enough of that. I think where we need to go is, look, these are the steps you could take today. Here's what you need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it right now. One video goes to one certain audience, another video goes to another audience, and it communicates. Your ability to, you want to know where true motivation comes from? You want to motivate people? This is how you do it. You know how to communicate to people. If you want to motivate people, all you have to do is continue to talk about your knowledge, your expertise, and what you could bring to the marketplace. Because nobody else is going to do that. Nobody else is going to do that. You're tilting the camera up. Nobody else is going to do that. They're going to try to motivate you with quotes from other motivational speakers or say things 1,000 times that other people have said. What I'm trying to do is say, do this right now. That's your motivation. If you get motivated out of that, if you get inspired out of that, good. If you want to do something else out of that, good. Whatever. I'm sharing the knowledge, I'm sharing the information with you. So it's not about motivation to me. It's about, can you do something today? Will you do something today? Will you change the outcome of something today? And that's what we're talking about in this video, all right? So with that being said, I hope you enjoy it. It's not about motivation, it's about what I could do right now. It's about what I could offer right now. It's about who I could help right now. And if you get motivated out of the content, good, but that's not the first primary purpose. The first primary purpose is practical application is senior to motivation. Something that I could do right now that I feel as an individual I could tackle in my situation is senior to motivation. I will become motivated after that. If I look at something and I say, hey, you know what, I know I could do this, I will do it because I know that I could digest this information and I can apply it, all right? You have a good one. I'll talk to you in the next video. Subscribe. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video today. Listen, I got a couple things I want to share with you. If you want help with promotion and marketing training on how to build a brand, transform your brand, you can go to sysloventures.com/secrets revealed. It's a 200 course program online that gives you everything from starting with nothing all the way up to taking you to advertising. And whatever questions you might have, it's very simple, very short, very effective, get you going. Number 2, if you need any help with anything digital, video production, web design, graphic design, maybe you need printers, maybe you need flyers, maybe you need graphics, social media posting, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, LinkedIn posting, Twitter posting, video production, consulting, training, any of those items, we can help you with that. You can just go to sysloventures.com, sign up there, go to the branding page, check out the webinar that I have, take a look at all that. And then lastly, if you're a high-end corporate client, one that's spending north of $60,000 a month in advertising spend, you can go to syslospice.com and we have special corporate enterprise pricing for you just over there and everything digital, all right? So if you need anything, all the links are below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.